What up, Sam? How's it hanging? What up, everyone? Says like in the guards under a lot. We're about to get into it. About to get into the full slate. We obviously got all the picks are up on SoBet already. 420. What's up? Bang. What's up? Dodgers have been hot as hell. Dodgers have been the team we expected them to be. You're like, they can't be that good. Yamamoto's disgusting. Otani's absolutely smoking balls. They're just such a formidable team. We swept, Danley. We swept. Yeah, Brad. So my picks are up right now. Props are coming. Zach, what up? What up? What up? Sweating the Nerfy in the first game. Got us, Steve. Just for kicks. World Series Braves Dodgers. I don't know about the Dodgers. Yeah, I did, Dylan. Blue Cheese, appreciate the follow. Follow VIP for the early games. They're coming up soon. The up too early pick is just a DraftKings promo. That's not something that we regularly do, but I just put it out there for people who want to use it. Need to go watching the Braves Stadium. That's fun. What up, Kurt? How you doing? Giants Nerfy, love it. Love it. Yeah, we were feasting yesterday. We swept all the main plays. We went 2-1 on the props. Absolutely banger of a day. And they were pretty sweat free. I mean, the Phillies destroyed. The Phillies destroyed. The Dodgers destroyed. The Nerfy smacked. We didn't even see it. We saw one base runner with 2 outs. They were sweat free, 3-0. Yes, gave them a sign. Vegas not getting anything back. Vegas owes us. Let's go. Pirates money line. I got nothing for the early game. Nothing for the early game that's good. I understand if you want to look at plays in the early game, like obviously, I understand if you want action, you want to sweat out Nerfy. There's just no value on the early game. We got games at once, so there's no need to rush it. The play that I have up is a little complicated. It's going to be the Phillies' first 5 team total over 2.5. I know some people missed it. If you are missing that play, we got it off DraftKings. When we post the plays on SoBet every single day, I say the book that it's on. So you should be able to get it based on that book. And if you need a certain book or like a promo for a book, hit me up. I'll get it. Best money line today is going to be we're going to get into it. We're going to look at some possibilities for that. Appreciate the Lightning Royals money line. We're going to get into some things, but the early one is Phillies first 5 over 2.5. So that's the one that's worth getting in now because that one starts at 1 o'clock. We'll get into the rest of the slate. Just bet on the first pitch of the game. That is some D-Gen stuff. What up, Super Saiyan? How's it going? First 5 money line's good. It's definitely lighter, but it's good. I still support that play. It's definitely lower juice or higher juice. Knicks should run it to 2-0. That would be great. 2-0 lead is huge. You go 1-1 at home, different story. 2-0 lead would be enormous. Shout out to everyone on the Twitter stream, Twitch stream, YouTube stream, all that's able to see my plays. We're going to get into some of this action here. And everyone who's got questions, I'm going to get to the plays, everything that we're on shortly. Biggest loss I ever had was in the Bills 13 seconds game, actually. That was like 3.5. But yeah, so everyone asking questions, just run them back and I'll respond to those. I'll get to them when I come back, so don't worry about it. Uh, Luke, bro. What's the play? The first play that went up. The plays on SoBet just dropped. I just added the props on the VIP as well. Phillies minus 0.5 first 5 is still strong. Think DK took the first 5 over 2.5 away. Dude, we're getting to the point where lines are moving. We don't like that. Where they're taking away some of the action that we get, we don't like it. Full game over 4.5 is still strong. We like the 2.5 but more because it's Bassett. Then that's the main thing is that we're fading Bassett. But we still like the full game over 4.5. That's still good value. So for the early games, we're going to get into everything. Go ahead, give me a follow in here. If you want all the plays, go to the profile, hit the link. First thing is SoBet, and you just get all my action. Appreciate the mariachi. I don't like the Angels. I don't like anything in the first game. I know it's boring. We would love to see it. Someone was asking about the Tigers guards under, so we're going to look at that shortly. Let's go, Clips. If you followed a couple days ago, that means you're 2-0, baby. I will let you know what the first pitch is. You're telling me you bet on the outcome of the first pitch in a game that you can't even watch. You're telling me that's what you just did? Is that for real? That is some D-gen behavior. All right. Someone wants to talk about the Tigers Guards game. Okay. Okay, let's talk about the Tigers Guards game. Shout out to everyone that's on the Twitter stream can see it. We're gonna fix that sportsbook screen. I'm gonna come back to that. But just looking at, we have Olsen against Bybee. Olsen started out kind of slow. Olsen's one of the more underrated pitchers in the league, because he's a young guy, because he looks young, he's unintimidating, because he's on the Tigers, he doesn't get a lot of attention, but his stuff is really nice. If you watch him, his stuff is really nice. Got a great fastball, good run, good velo on it. His breaking ball is good. If he located the off speed a little better, he'd be nasty because he throws that like sharp breaking off speed that he throws into the dirt, loves to bounce it, and major league hitters a lot of times are laying off of that. I'm from Buffalo originally, but here in New York City. Um, First five, you can go first five Phillies if that's what you're looking for. First five Phillies, first five Dodgers. Both those spots are nice. If you're not getting that, again, it's on DK. If you get my plays on SoBet, I say the book that it's on when I post them. So that's going to be the best way to get the right price, get the right value, all of that. In long term, when you're betting on MLB, especially because there's just so many plays, it's crucial that you're getting the right value, the right price. I use OddsJam to line shop, and then when I post the plays, I'm saying the book that it's on and the price that I'm on. You can do Philly money line for sure. Um, that's crucial. That's crucial to your success because in the long term, we have so many units up across the whole entire season that if you're getting minus 115 when you could be doing minus 110 and so on, that adds up tremendously. No one thinks about it in a given day on a given bet, but if you're following the plays every single day, it's so long. It's so many. Is anyone else lagging? Or is that just a Dave issue? Let's look up if Foxwood sync the books. Maybe, bro. Yeah, appreciate it. So anyway, we talked about Olsen. We're gonna talk about Bybee here in a second. Bybee, 39 Ks and 36 innings, a 1.38 WHIP. He's been underperforming this year, if you ask me. Um, the the Phillies' first five over 2.5 is a play, Delvin. 8 straight on a 10-team parlay. They need two more, one day at a time. I don't understand, Danley. You're just doubling up as you go. How can you still be adding plays? Uh, go Dodgers. Can't wait for the Nerfy to catch. Someone's sweating out the Nerfy. I got an eye on the game over here. So I'll keep people posted on that. Mets first five plus 130. Do I play fantasy baseball? No, I got too many things going on at once, too many things I'm rooting for. I don't like my rooting desires split up so drastically. All right, sorry. I know we're moving a little slow. We got early games. We're going to get to everyone's questions. We're going to get to all the games. We went 3-0. Yeah, Dias, we're on SoBet. If anyone wants my plays, go to the profile, click the link. You got SoBet up there. I post my plays every single day. We just swept yesterday. Huge sweep. 3-0. That's back-to-back 3-0 days and 3 straight winning days, which is absolute madness. It's madness. No one's doing that. How could you? Do I like the Yankees? I might go to the game today, so I'm kind of leaning that way, but I don't. We'll talk about it in a second. But anyway, the Olsen Bybee game. What price are you getting the under on? Yep, Brad spitting facts. Nola over 5.5 Ks for plus 110. That's decent. Nola hasn't been quite as dominant as we're used to. Um, He hasn't been quite as dominant as we're used to so far this season, so I'm a little hesitant. Here come first pitch was a strike. First pitch was a strike for whoever was looking for that. Yep. Yes, Brad, spitting facts. I appreciate everyone, all the SoBet followers that are cashing because of the money, because of the plays we're putting up. I appreciate all of you for spreading the word, so that everyone else can be aware. And no, yeah, the plays go up on SoBet every day before I go live, um, unless there's no midday games. We go up every day before I go live, and then I come in here and I talk to plays. And we got a VIP prop section as well for everyone who wants that. 1-1 count over there. All right. So anyway, in the Olsen Bybee game, my computer's a little laggy right now, so I'm not seeing the price when I tried to get it. But I would say the under in that game would be worth it up to 8 runs. Both these teams are hitting the ball sneaky. Absolutely, it is picking PD on everything. Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, everything's PD. Um, so I like both these pitchers. You might get better action on first 5 under. If you could get it at 4.5 or better, I would take that. Both these offenses are sneakily better than people expected. Bybee's having I know it's super early, but kind of a down year so far. I haven't loved what I've seen from him. So Padres is good, Johnny. We like Padres. Um, Brad, appreciate you. So yeah, I don't love the under in that game because Bybee hasn't been really up to snuff. Olsen can be shaky at times if he hits people, if he gets a little wild, if he's not locating the breaking ball. And then both offenses have been overperforming. Astros not dead. It's so early, but it is crazy to see how bad they've been. We got a runner on second, no outs in that game. Yeah, that's pretty good, random user. That's pretty good. Yeah, KD, let's go. 3-0 on SoBet. Yes, sir. That's back-to-back 3-0 days. Nobody does that. Nobody. Go to the profile, click the link. You get my SoBet, and you're golden. Absolutely golden. I appreciate everyone sharing those. Where's the value? The value is on the first 5 over 2.5 on both these plays. If you want to go run line on it, for first 5, I still support that. It's not as good value, but it's still a decent play. You could also go money line first 5, 2-leg lay it. That would be about plus 120. I think there's decent value in that, and I almost never do any sort of lay unless you're going maybe 2-leg. But the game we have is the Phillies first 5 team total over 2.5. And we'll be sweating that live in a little bit as well. And if I get 50 follows on here, because we got people in here, but no one's following. If I get 50 follows on here, I'll share the whole SoBet slate. I'll read it out loud. 50 follows. I'll read the whole SoBet slate out loud. And you might want to do it quickly because, the game started early today. Cool, Mouse. Appreciate the follow. We got 49 more. Run those up. I'll share the full slate. And if anyone just wants my play, go to the profile, click the link, SoBet, you get all the action. The play I shared already. Bunny Buns. Appreciate the follow. 48 more. The play I shared already is the Phillies first 5 over 2.5. Yeah, Lotion. It just appreciate it. That's 3. That's 3. Manny, Uriel. That's 5. Gimp. That's 6. Appreciate it. Phillies money line is strong. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, KD. I'm gonna pin that. Just so everyone knows. All refund doesn't count. Doesn't. Jays, appreciate it. Tyler signed up today. I can't wait to ride with you, bro. That's 8 files. 42 more and we go. But still ask me about whatever games you're looking at. We'll still dive into the slate, look at whatever. We talked about the Tigers Guards game. Don't love the under, but I understand. Dylan, appreciate it. Appreciate it. Let's go. Random spitting facts. That's 9 down, 41 to go. So that's $10 a month. $10 a month, and you get access to me. You get access to everyone. You can filter by. I'll show it here for people that are on the Twitter stream or whatever. You can actually see how it looks on the general feed. But you can sport. You can filter by person. We've got live chat rooms. You got VIP access where you're seeing other people's props or other paywall content if you want to go that. But all plays just up here, and you can filter by sport, NBA, MLB, etc. You got recaps so you see how everyone's doing. And then we got my plays. And, you see the 3 games that we're on. If you're on that, I'll show you the 3 games that we're on, and we can get into those. But yeah. Not missing 3 for 3 back-to-back days is absolutely crazy. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Miracle. That's 10 down, 40 to go before you shell. But keep asking about the games. Miracle, let's go. What's up with the Dodgers? Dodgers been going crazy. Yamamoto's the real deal. He's been absolutely disgusting. Otani's been absolutely killing it at the plate. This team is nasty. Freddie Freeman's not up to snuff lately, and he's still hitting 290. Max Muncy's coming alive. He's got 5 bombs in the last week. Mac Muncy's going crazy. That team is so formidable. I love that team total over in this spot because here's the thing. The Dodgers are slightly undervalued in their team totals because Brewers game, we'll talk about that in a second. The Dodgers are slightly undervalued in their team totals because they have not been doing they've not been creating runs at the level you'd expect them to. Based on how much they're getting on base, based on their weighted run creation. Their weighted run creation projects a lot higher run output than the runs actually have been until the last week or so. So it's not like they've been slumping. They just haven't been getting the runs they deserve, just leaving runners on base. I don't like hit run ribbies is a terrible prop. All my props are always going to be pitching props because absolutely, Lotion spit. In fact, the fact that I have people defending me in my chat, nobody does that. The fact that people are actually defending me in my chat and saying how much money I've made them and how much they've been winning, that speaks volumes because everyone else pretty much lying. I post my results every single day. I post my plays every single day. I get a free play every single day. There's no hiding. If I wasn't winning, there would be no hiding it. I think Nats money line could be a good play. We'll look at that in a second. Appreciate all you that are already following the SoBet and sharing love. All the plays go up on SoBet Daily. Go to the profile, click the link. You got it. Let's go. That is crazy good numbers. Exactly. Bankroll management is everything. That's why we share the unit size, the price we got it at, everything. Now, I said I would talk about this Royals game, Royals Brewers game. So we're about to talk about that in a second. And if you want the action, go to the profile, click the link, and you get it. Appreciate it, Naptown. Yeah, I've seen you in here for a long time. I appreciate the love. Everyone who's sharing love, I appreciate all you. And keep asking about the games. We'll keep getting into the games. If you want all the plays, you go to my profile, you click the link, you get on SoBet, you get all my plays. But we'll still talk about the plays on here. And if you give me 40 more fouls, I'll just read the full slate. You know, very reasonable man. Very reasonable man. Mets cards first five. That game's delayed. When a game gets delayed, it kind of throws things into a funk, and I don't feel very confident about it. JR Camden, appreciate the fouls. Rambo, 37 more. 37 more. Drew is angry. Oh, Drew's the guy that missed one play and then he sent me like 14 angry DMs like threatening my family. I can't think of a bigger loser on this entire app, and that's saying something. Naptown, let's go. So Ross against Singer. Let's look at Ross's numbers. He's got a 155 whip, 27 strikeouts in 31 innings. You know, very bad numbers. I think he's been a little better lately, but he's locating the ball terribly. I've watched a couple of his starts so far. I really don't like the way he's locating the ball. He's getting behind in counts. He's not spying up his fastball. Teams are aware of this. So he's playing from behind in counts a significant amount of the time. Singer's got a 9.7 whip, a .97 whip. He's got 42 Ks and 40.1 innings. He has been undervalued last year, too. Last year, this year, very undervalued. One of the better pitchers. Scott Reed, appreciate the file. I need 35 more, and I'm sharing them all. Card, the free play is Phillies team total, first five over 2.5. So Singer has been undervalued. Ross probably a little overvalued. The Royals as a team starting to get valued appropriately. They're winning games. My biggest issue with this game is how well the Brewers have been hitting the ball lately. And the Royals bullpen concerns me a little bit. So if you wanted to take Royals in this game, I'd probably do it on a first five basis, riding Singer. You're going to pay a little more juice if you do that. Manny, they're up on the profile. DK for the book. DK for the book. I always share the book where my plays are on. So when I post the plays, and I'll read you an example here because I already shared the Phillies team total first five one. I'll read you an example here. Phillies over 2.5 total runs, first five innings, dash minus 115. In parentheses, DK, that's the book you're getting it on, 1.15 units. So that's how I title the plays. Then I get into the write up, the analysis, everything. And if you want these sent to you every single day, go to my profile, click the link. You're on SoBet. Got you, EDAC. Huge one. Back to back sweeps. So anyway, if you're looking for action in that Brewers Royals game, that's not one of my plays. I don't love it. But if you want to go first five with the Royals, as Double A Trap is saying, if you go run line, you get it plus money. That's decent value. Because I think you can. I think there's a big advantage in the starting pitching here. I do definitely prefer the Brewers bullpen, but yeah, Rangers second game or Angels. I mean, the Angels game's live. I didn't have anything for that game. It's not a great spot, but the Phillies Blue Jays are starting shortly, and we go first five over 2.5. Let's go, Jamie. Let's go, baby. Rangers today. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the Rangers game. Rangers up against Oakland. Kind of a crazy situation because they absolutely smacked Oakland yesterday. Then it got a little weird when you start throwing relief pitchers. They're like starting guy or position guys and whatnot. Ended up being like 15-8. Just a disgusting game. It was like 11-1 after two. Um, Cleveland money line's decent. Yeah, appreciate it. Keep running those fouls up. 35 more fouls, and I share the full SoBet slate. 35 more fouls. I share the full SoBet slate. And anyone who wants it, go to my profile, click the link. You get on SoBet. You get all my plays. You get everyone else's plays sent to you daily. You can scroll. There's live chat rooms. There's recaps. There's other content on there. There's live sweats people are doing. You can filter by the sport. Whatever you want, it's all on there. Now in this Rangers A's game, we're drinking the cold brew. I got the Cometeer coffee subscription. This is the best subscription ever. I've been saying they got to sponsor me because all coffee subscriptions are absolute trash. This one is actually really good. They just send it's like frozen. It's more expensive than others. It's like $2 a cup, but they send like the little frozen pods and you just melt in water. Especially since you're doing cold brew like I do, it's easy. Um. Anyway, we're talking about the A's game, Rangers game. Angels nerf. Someone sweating the Angels nerfy. You are 2 outs away. Yo, 100 miles an hour from Soriano there. Let's go. That's fun. Anyway, 35 more fouls, and I share the full SoBet slate to everyone on here. Over on the Astros game, don't hate it. Yankees been hit. So, all right, in this A's game, let me see if this is refreshing better. Nope. All right, we have Sears on the mound. Sears is by far the A's best pitcher. Pretty nice stuff. We've wrote a lot of his props and he's fed us pretty well. Appreciate the foul, Jordan. 34 more, and I share the full SoBet slip. So far this season, he got 107 whip. He's 30 strikeouts in 39 innings, which is a little lower than you want it to be, definitely. But he's one of those guys, especially as a lefty, crafty lefty, throws a lot of off speed, big hook of a breaking ball, and he locates it well. Where I don't mind him having lower strikeout numbers because he's a legitimate induced weak contact pitcher and he goes deeper into games. The A's have a really light bullpen. They've got a couple guys that are good, and then a lot of guys who can't even throw strikes. So a guy like him who throws fewer pitches, gets more weak contact, goes deeper into games, I really appreciate him. He's got kind of that long reliever approach, but he really spots balls up. He doesn't walk a lot of people. He's really great command over the off speed, throws it in backwards counts. Like I actually like Sears a lot, and I think he could be effective against the Rangers. Lorenzen, we don't really know what to expect from Lorenzen. He's been better, but he's had a couple pretty shaky games. We're looking at a 1.22 whip, 17 Ks in 23 innings. When his K numbers are down, that concerns me more as a guy that's supposed to be more of a strikeout pitcher. So all that to say, I don't know what price you're getting on this game necessarily, but I wouldn't take the Rangers. I wouldn't take the Rangers. I'm not saying take the A's, but I wouldn't take the Rangers. I just personally wouldn't be particularly confident um, in this spot today. Um, anyway, yeah, just from a pitching matchup perspective, like the Rangers are a significantly better team, but Sears is sneaky. You're not getting value on the Rangers. What do you think about the Oakland over under? Yeah, I thought about that as well. I still don't love it because we have shaky bullpens in the Rangers. I mean, they went crazy yesterday. Now the bullpens got used up a little bit yesterday, but it was one of those blowout games where you start. It's not like high leverage innings, so it's not as bad. We're not using like the front of the pen, so the bullpen's actually relatively kind of fresh. Dodgers team total basically cashed with one swing. I know we had over 4.5, and we get a grand slam in the first inning. That was electric. That was electric. Run those fouls up. 33 more fouls, and I share the full SoBet slate. If anyone has questions on these other games, we'll continue to dive into here. Um, and appreciate everyone following along on the Twitter stream, on the YouTube, on the Twitch, everything. So we're gonna get into more under 8.5 sale Ks. That's an interesting spot. What price are you getting on that? That's an interesting spot. So we let's talk about Philly. So I got Philly first five over 2.5. That's the play. Nerfy just smacked. Good for everyone who rode the Nerfy. Good on you guys. Um, yeah, 33 more fouls, and I share the full SoBet slate to anyone who wants it on here. If you want my plays, go to the profile, click the link. You'll hop on the SoBet just right there. Yeah, we do three main plays, and then we got a VIP prop slate as well. We're doing another three through there. So we had nothing in the Pirates Angels. We are riding the Phillies team total over 2.5 for the first five. If people are missing that, you can go run line in the first five. Um, nah, I'm staying away from this Angels Pirates game. We got action coming soon. I know it's year of the game. I know we want the action, but I just don't like this spot. There's no real value there. Um, Anyway, then the Tigers Guards game, people were talking the under. I said stay away. I don't really like either side of that. Danny, appreciate the follow. 33 more, and I share the full SoBet slate. So run those follows up and run those likes up. The Mets, we're staying away from the Mets Cards game. In the Brewers KC game, I lean KC first five. Again, that's not going to be one of the SoBet plays, but I do have a lean that way. KC first five. You could go minus zero point 0.5 to get value. Do I use chalkboard? Yeah, I'm on chalkboard. It's War on Vegas. I'm not super active on there. I'm more a Discord guy, but I use Chalkboard. Then the Marlins Dodgers game. We could talk about that. We talked about the Rangers A's game. Um, what else are people? What other games are people eyeing? If we want to break that down, I know some. We're talking about sale over 7.5 Ks. You were asking. I got nothing for NHL. Appreciate it. Padres is strong. We'll talk about Padres in a second, but Padres is a good spot today. Padres are pretty undervalued. Confident on Phillies money line, absolutely. Think about Orioles game. We'll talk Orioles here in a second. We'll talk Orioles, then we'll talk Braves. The sale over 7.5 Ks is kind of decent. Um, yeah, there's a better way of going. Here's a spot. Yeah, Galen was fire yesterday. If you go Chris Sale, and I'm sharing, this is one of the props I have on SoBet. But if you go Chris Sale 7+ Ks and you go Atlanta over 2.5 team total, that's minus 130. There's a crafty way to find a little bit of value on this spot. Okay. So if you take Sale over 7 Ks, not 8.5, not 7.5, 7+ Ks, so 7 would be a push, and Atlanta over 2.5 team total, that's minus 130. We hit it for 1.3 units, and we get a unit back. That's a good spot. That's one of the plays I have up on my prop slate today. It's a little tricky. We're getting some crafty plays, but the biggest thing in MLB is finding ways to find value instead of going, all right, we're going to hit this minus 160 money line. It's like, can we lay it with a prop, make it a same game parlay that totally aligns really strong? Or can we go first 5 in this spot? It's like the Phillies. I know some people weren't able to get it on their book, but Phillies over 2.5 first 5 is such a good play in this game because we're not relying on the pitching. Nola's great, but he's not as good as his value, if that makes sense. We're looking at people that are performing better than the way the books are valuing him, and Nola's not. He's good, but not better than they're valuing him. But them getting 3 runs off Bassett, who's been pretty weak so far this season, and they're absolutely mashing on righties. And historically, the Phillies have done well against Bassett. That's where the value is. So it's things like that where, yeah, you're getting more value in the Phillies team total over 2.5 than you would be in the Phillies money line or the Phillies running line or the Phillies first 5 money line. But if you can't do it, you could go money line first 5. I know it's juicy, but it's very strong. Anyway, that's kind of where we find some of the value. So with Chris Sale, take his 7+ Ks and take Atlanta over 2.5 team total. It's not so much about the correlation. I hear what you're saying, Frankie, but it's not so much about the correlation in this spot because we're talking about runs. So sell first 5 with the Ks. His Ks, like in historical performances, don't really align with his win rate or with his ERA, with the runs he gives up, because sometimes when he's striking more people out, he's also walking more people. So we're not saying Sale have a dominant game. We're saying Sale get your Ks. And against the Red Sox, I think it's very likely. But it protects us against him having a short outing. Appreciate the follow, CJ. 32 more follows, and I share the full SoBet slate to everyone on here. So you run those follows up. I share the full slate. You get all my plays. And if you just want these SoBet plays, go to my profile, click the link. You're on SoBet. You get the action. Now, I said I would talk about the Baltimore game. I know we're taking a second here. We're moving through this. I just want everyone to understand kind of the methodology I'm using for these plays. Anthony, appreciate the follow. 31 more, and we get the full SoBet slate. Total Phillies over 4.5. That is good. The first 5 over 2.5 is better, but yeah, 4.5 is good. Yeah, Bama, run it up. Yeah, exactly. And Sales isn't a stay in the zone guy. He's a make people chase. He's a fastball way up here guy. He's a slider at the ankles guy. He throws to these starts. By the way, do you see Yamamoto threw, I think, 19 straight strikes to start the game? Not like called strikes, like pitches in the zone. He went 19 pitches, 1.5 innings without giving up without a ball. Sunny 5Ks. That's okay. He hasn't quite been there K-wise lately, so I don't love it, but I hear that play. It's okay. All right, so talking about the Orioles game, we got Bradish on the bump against Parker. What price? We're talking about San Diego. San Diego money line is strong. We love it. I know we shared like more better line on that play. And again, I'm gonna say this one more time. It is crucial. If you are subscribed on SoBet, you're getting all my SoBet plays. It is crucial. You see them, you get the notification that the plays are up. You see the book that they're on. You see the price that they're on. This is going to add up to so much value over the course of time. I'm not saying don't take the play if you miss the peak thing, but closing line value, meaning the value you're getting on the play relative to where the line closes, is so crucial to winning as a sports bettor. It's not just the wins and losses. It's the value you're getting. It's the return on investment. That is everything. What is your return on investment? Anyway, I still like Padres money line. These are some talking points that I always have to reemphasize because there is nothing more important to sports bettors than understanding closing line value, understanding the importance of line shopping in different books, the importance of bankroll management and consistency with your unit size and so on. Anyway, Bradish against Parker. Let's see Parker. I haven't really seen much of him today. Here's the thing that jumps off me right off the top. Pretty good numbers. 108 whip, 19 Ks, 21 innings. That's fine. The Orioles mash against lefties. The Orioles have great numbers, and it's almost all because of the way that they've performed against lefties. That has been everything for them. So, do I want to fade Do I want to fade the Baltimore against lefty? Absolutely not. This might be a team total spot for the Orioles. That's a good one. Yeah, Knicks games have been fun. We do have a prop up for the Knicks game, by the way. We don't do a ton of NBA plays, but we do have a prop up for the Knicks game if you're on the SoBet VIP props. Um, anyway, I lean Orioles in this spot. It's not one of our plays, but if people like it, the play that I shared already, and this game's about to start, is the Phillies team total over 2.5. First five, Phillies team total over 2.5. And now, anyone who just wants my plays, they're posted on SoBet every single day. You go to my profile, you click the link, you get the SoBet plays. It's that simple, baby. Get involved. We are going to sweat out some of this Philly spot as well. Justin, 81, I appreciate you. Anyway, I think Parker's fine. I like Bradish for the Orioles. This isn't one of my plays. If you want to go Orioles team total, there's some value there. What else do people want me to look at? Rex, appreciate the follow. Appreciate the follow. 29 more follows, and I'll share the full SoBet site to everyone on here. What about the Boston Bruin games? I don't do NHL, but if you're on the SoBet, you can filter by sport, and we've got some really good NHL cappers. Dusty's really strong. Gutsy's really strong. Run line first five is strong as well, Frankie. Flossy Joe, appreciate the follow. K's prop for what? The K's prop that I shared already. This is one that goes on the SoBet prop site. Is Chris Sale 7+ Ks parlayed with the Braves team total over 2.5. Nuggets. I think there's some value. I'm not saying hit it, but there's some value on the Nuggets to win the series at plus 400. If they figure out because if they lose this game, obviously down 3-0, it's over. But if they win this game, I think they win the series, and you get plus 400 on that, as opposed to if you took them on the money line at like plus 180. Maybe Dixie. We might be able to do that someday. Maybe if you were a real person and not a turtle, I'd be more obliged. But yeah, I'm in the neighborhood. Can't get over 2.5 run lines. Next best play would be first five run line. Going to Dodgers game. That's also a first five over 2.5 run line. But if you take our team total, but if you take the Dodgers team total over, that's a good spot, Mario. What I shared already is Phillies team total over. Phillies team total over first five 2.5. Yeah, absolutely, Dole. We love it. All right, not too far, Dixie. Pirates under. I don't have any action in the Pirates game. All right, what other games do people want me to look at? We'll look at Rays. Yeah, that's a good spot. We'll look at Rays. And then maybe we could talk a little bit about some futures as well if people want to get into that. But yeah, for NBA, Diamond, I appreciate the follow. 28 more follows, and I share the full SoBet slate to everyone. Just saying. 28 more follows and the full SoBet slate gets shared. I read it live to you all. Let the fiends go crazy. Run those numbers up, baby. 28 more follows and I read the full slate. You lean Cleveland? I do, but it's not a great spot. I'm staying away from that game. All right, you're live over there. All right. So we talk about Rays. First five team total for Philly over 2.5 is minus 470. That's not true. What? It's minus 115. That's what I'm saying, J Mar. Let's get the meats today, Brad. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If we get 22 more follows in here, full SoBet slate gets shared. Just saying. We'll talk about the Rays game now. Okay, this is an interesting spot. My gut immediately says, let's go under. Let me look. Let me look at the price of this. We might the plays are already up on SoBet. That's the play that I shared already is Phillies first five money line. You want top two money line today? If you want to do a little two-legger, I'm not a huge fan of it. Sports fan, appreciate the follow on Twitch. That counts. That counts. 21 more, and I share the full slate. Use it. You want the free plays? 21 more follows, and I share everything. But the play that I already shared is Phillies first five over 2.5. I just want to look at something on this line because this White Sox Rays game is ripe for an under. Flexen on the White Sox. Let's talk about him because nobody's paying attention because nobody's paying attention because It's the White Sox, and they suck. No one's paying attention to the Rays anymore because they've been faded into oblivion. Cheval's been nice. Last season he was nasty. He's been decent so far this year. His 1.34 WHIP is a little bit higher than we want, but I know his expected WHIP is below that. The expected batting average against Ross. Appreciate the follow. 20 more follows, and I'll share the full bet slate. But I'm just looking at this. This might be a spot to take the team total under for the Sox. It's not one of my plays. I'm not loving it, but it might be worth a team total under for the Sox. If you could get it at 3 or better, it would be worth that. I think Cheval will dice them up. They scored 1 yesterday against Eflin. Eflin's been nasty. Katie, appreciate the follow. 18 more, and I share the full slate. Cheval's been ass. Phillies team total over or just first 5 over? First 5. If you can't get first 5, the full game is fine too. But yeah, Phillies team total first 5 over 2.5 is the play we like. Anyway, if anything in that game, I would lean the team total. We don't care about ERA, bro. We care about expected batting average against. We care about K rate. We care about weighted run creation against. We care about WHIP. We care about OBPS against. We care about the stats of the hitters that he's facing in this game. ERA is for Cy Young voters and morons. No offense. You're not a moron. You're a good guy. Pirates or Angels. Staying away from that game. Probably Angels, but yeah, we didn't touch it. We're about to be sweating the Phillies. Phillies first 5 over 2.5. We're about to be sweating that game. And if we get 18 more fouls, I share the full bet slate for the day. Right here for everyone. Go to the profile, click the link. You are on the SoBet, just like that. All right. We are looking at the. What game did I say I would look at? Cubs? Cubs Padres, yeah. User 69, Joseph, appreciate the follow. Pluto, appreciate the follow. 13 more, and I share the full slate. 13 more fouls, and I share the full SoBet slate. All right, Dylan Cease on the bump against Wisniewski. All right. Definitely a spot. Nardowick, appreciate it. 12 more follows, and I share the full SoBet slate. I probably lost count at some point, but 12 more follows, and I share the full SoBet slate. Get in here. Definitely like San Diego in this spot. Cease on the mound. Cease is strong. Wisniewski's been decent. His numbers have actually been really strong this year, but his numbers are outperforming how he's actually looked. Everdeck, appreciate the follow. 11 more follows, and I share the full SoBet slate. 11 more follows. But you're getting great value on the Padres, especially because the Cubs bullpen has been so trash. And the Padres are hitting the ball. Yeah, Alex, let's go. Chris, appreciate it. Tate, appreciate it. 9 more follows, and I share the full SoBet slate. 9 more follows. We got game time early. Let's go. 9 more follows. Bad beat. Jesus. We need 7 more. 7 more follows, and I share the full SoBet slate. We're getting there, baby. We're getting it. Dill Pickle, appreciate it. 6 more, and I share the full SoBet slate. 6 more follows, and we're just reading off these plays. Mad Fish, appreciate the follow. Nola Dealing, of course. We're hitting that Mad Fish. Appreciate it. We need 4 more, baby. 4 more. Dill Pickle. That's a fire name. Coco Melon. Good to see you. Fire name. We love it, baby. We are about to be sweating out this game, but 4 more follows, and we're sharing the full SoBet slate. Oh, man. Doesn't that sound amazing? The full SoBet slate? Oh, my God. B, appreciate it. Trace, appreciate it. 2 more. Pratik, 1 more follow. 1 more follow. 1 more follow, and I'm sharing the full slate for everyone. Yeah, that's what we gotta do. Sign about doing. Mad, appreciate it, Joe. Appreciate it. All right, everyone, keep the follows coming, keep the likes coming. If you want the plays every single day, go to the profile, hit the SoBet link. Now you got all my plays every single day. But I'm about to read this slate to you. Everyone who's on the Twitter stream, whatever, you're gonna see this. You're gonna see it as I read. Don't make fun of me, okay? I'm gonna hide this just in case anyone wants to make fun of me. Fine, I'll share it. If my reading doesn't hit the way you want it to. All right, the first one. This is the one that everyone knows about, but this is the 1 o'clock start. This is one. It's my mugshot. You got a problem? All right. First play, Phillies over 2.5 team total. First 5 innings, minus 115. That's on DK 1.15 units. All the plays begin like this. Okay, the play that we're on, the price we got it at, the book we got it at that price, and the unit size. This is important because your unit size is 2% of your bankroll. Follow the units. We can sustain the ebbs and flows of the season. As our bankroll grows, our unit grows. Going to continue to back Philadelphia offense. They've been nuking right-handed pitchers. Bassett is one of them, especially over the last 2 weeks. When we look at stats, we especially look over the past 2 weeks because that is going to be the most relevant. This is statistically proven is the most relevant read on someone's success. The prior 2 weeks of performance. Third in average, 291. Second in OPS. Second in weighted run creation. Weighted run creation is the most important stat, by the way, to look at when you're understanding a team's offense, okay? Chris Bassett for Toronto, 10 earned runs in the last 8.2 innings. 168 whip. 168 whip. If you got a 168 whip, you better take that 168 whip and lash it across your back until you figure out how to throw the ball better. G-Man, appreciate the foul. Run those up. Walking a ton of batters. And when you're behind in counts against the Phillies, no one makes you pay more. And we got some guys that love to walk like Bryce Harper. Just saying. If you look at his baseball savant profile, absolute trash. Teams have an expected batting average against him. XB of 2.93. Expected ERA of 5.55. He's getting barreled up and hit hard all season long. That's not changing. He's getting behind in counts. He's having to put balls over the plate. The Phillies are going to make you pay. Historically, against the Phillies, he's been owned except for Alec Bohm, and he'll figure that out. Perfect recipe for a red-hot Phillies team to feast. Expect him to get after it early. First 5. Over 2.5 runs. Team total. Minus 115. It's on DK. 1.15 units to win 1. That is play number 1. If you want all my plays that are sent like this every single day, go to my profile, hit the link, get on SoBet, you get them. Play number 2, Dodgers, team total, over 2.5 total runs. Minus 125 on DK, 1.25 units to win 1 unit. I'll say that again. Dodgers, total runs over 2.5 in the first 5 innings. Minus 125 on DK, 1.25 units. Ryan Weathers is throwing for Miami. He's given up 3+ runs in 5 of his last 7 starts and home runs in all but 2 starts. Right now, Muncy and Ohtani are going yard at a higher rate than everyone but Bryce Harper in the last couple of weeks. They're nuking balls. The protection that they're getting in that lineup forces you to actually pitch to these guys. We all know how good the Dodgers lineup is. They've been this good the whole season. They're just not getting the run production because they've been leaving runners on base. And the last week, they've been getting that job done. This is, by the way, with Mookie without doing crazy big numbers lately. Team total full game is decent as well, but not as good value. You could go first 5 minus 0.5 is also strong. We all know Dodgers lineup is, especially against lefties, 4th in average, 3rd in OPS, 3rd in weighted run creation over the last 2 weeks. Like I said, last 2 weeks is the sweet spot for the time frame we're looking at for sets. Mentioned in yesterday's post, the Dodgers are averaging the most runs per game in the MLB. Shocking nobody. And we expect them to match early. That's a great spot. I know some people aren't getting this. It's important to get the right book. I send it out with the book, with the price on the book when I get it. And if you're not able to get the first 5 minus over 2.5 team total, you could go run line. You could go Dodgers money line to go with it. What we did yesterday was the Dodgers team total over 4.5 parlayed with the money line. That's a decent spot as well today if you want to do something creative like that. Anyway, but that's our spot. We're focusing on the Dodgers' ability to create runs. Taking away the will they win the game? How's the bullpen going to perform? How's Miami going to hit? How are the Dodgers going to throw? And just focusing on the run creation of the Dodgers. Last play, number 3, Dodgers money line minus 126 on FanDuel, which we hate them. They banned me because I'm too good. 1.26 units. It's important to get these when I send them. It's going to change a little bit. Comedian guy on TikTok who has a podcast that narrows it down. User 505. San Diego's hitting really well right now, especially against righties. 2nd in average, 6th in OPS, 4th in weighted run creation in the last 2 weeks. Wisniewski for Chicago has been really good, but it's small sample size, not enough to gauge anything. Not striking out enough people to really get the level of success on a consistent level, really be reliable, especially with the way the Padres are hitting, and especially with how bad the Cubs bullpen is. The Cubs bullpen has been trash. Yeah, J-Mar, that's pretty decent. Not minus 1.5 in the first 5. That's too much. Dylan Cease for San Diego on the mound. Last 6 out of 7 starts, he's allowed 4 hits or less. 4 of the last 7 has been 2 hits or less. Chicago's been pretty weak against righties in the last 2 weeks. 20th in average, 219, 19th in OPS, 18th in weighted run creation. It's a great price with Cease on the mound, especially with the Cubs bullpen being so unreliable. This is where the full game is so much more important than the first 5. I'll run through these again for anyone who missed. And again, if you want these plays, they come out every single day on SoBet. You go to my profile, you click the SoBet link, you get all these every single day. We also have a VIP prop slate as well. Dodgers money line minus 260. Yeah, we're not on Dodgers money line. We're on Dodgers first 5 over 2.5 team total. This is on SoBet, Jed Cam. This is on SoBet where I'm sharing these plays. But you go to my profile, you click link at SoBet. Today, to recap, Phillies, first 5 over 2.5 team total. Dodgers, first 5 over 2.5 team total. Padres, money line, minus 126. We share the play, we share the price, we share the book we got it at. And when they go out, usually we share them a little bit before noon, before I come live, when there's a good value on the line. It's important that you use all the books to get the best prices on everything. If you need links or anything, there's bonuses on all of them. I say get the bonus weighted against the other. If you go to my WAP in my links, you can get, there's a sports book link and you get all the different books and all the bonuses that I have there, because anyone who makes content will have an affiliate link and you get a little bit more bonus cash for your deposit. But it's important to use all the books. I use OddsJam to line shop. That's in the links as well. You can use that if you want them. You use PD, you get a discount. OddsJam is where you line shop. You see all the books. It's connect to all the books. You see which one you're getting the best price on. You lock it in. We're gonna sweat out Phillies here in a second, but I just want to reiterate. Uriel, Dodgers team total over 2.5. Phillies team total over 2.5. Those are both for first 5. Padres money line. Nothing you can do to get back on FanDuel. They got me banned as well. But just use the different books. Katie, what price are you getting that at? Yeah, they are, Alex. Vegas is scared. Vegas sent me a cease and desist. I'm gonna, as a thank you to everyone who's on the Twitter stream, by the way, because I love you guys for running up the Twitter. Go ahead, follow me on Twitter as well. Follow me on everything. You know the drill. If you follow me on everything, I just share little bits and pieces everywhere, so you'll see like all my plays. But the best way to go to my profile, click the SoBet link, you get all of it. But I'm just gonna flash this. I'm not gonna read it here, but for people that are on the Twitter, the YouTube, the Twitch, etc., can see my screen. I'm just gonna flash this. Knicks today is decent. One get banned on a sports book. If you do arbitrage betting at high units, which is, again, that's another perk of OddsJam, is they show you arbitrage plays. But arbitrage betting and you're not smart about it, like arbitrage is when you bet one side of a play and the other side of a play on different books at different values, so you're guaranteed a profit. If you use OddsJam, it shows you the arbitrage plays and it shows you the correct amount to put on both. Because sometimes you'll have like the overs plus 160 and the unders minus 120. And you go, okay, well, if I do 0.6 on the over and 1 on the under, no matter what, I end up with a profit. That's arbitrage. Sometimes you'll get banned from that, but the way to do it is I do the over, my buddy does the under on separate books. And to not go crazy with your size on those. The other way you get banned is if you're, I'm not like a public figure, but I'm a social media guy, so I get way more attention on my pick. Like, if a video gets 15,000 views, 50,000 views, we get a few thousand people in the live, whatever. One of those people works for FanDuel. One of those people sees me giving out plays. People see that I'm on SoBet winning consistently. They're not mad because my unit size isn't huge, but they see, all right, I hate this guy. He's giving out picks to 2,700 people. 2,700 people went up 4 units today. Okay, that's, not that every single person tailed, but even if a tenth of those tailed, that's over 1,000 people going up 4 units. So when you share plays and they're successful, you'll get banned for stuff as a way to try to get you to quit. And then if you just do weird stuff, if you go on props and suddenly you're like $100, $100, $100, 10K, you'll probably get banned if it hits, because maybe they think you got insider info. That's why if you ever have insider info in a huge spot, you have to go to a casino and put it down cash. Yeah, no, the books are doing everything they can to beat you. This is not a joke. They are not playing. The books are doing every single thing they can to beat you, including shady business practices. That's why stuff gets avoided when it shouldn't. You hit an over and the game gets rained out and goes up short, they'll still void your ticket, stuff like that. Yeah, we are sweating that. I'm about to pop it on. I just want to talk just some general stuff because I like to share this knowledge whenever we're on the stream so people can just understand the way the books are out to get you. But yeah, Philly's absolutely winning. SMHUP. And then the other thing that I always have to reiterate is bankroll management. Your bankroll, let's call it $1,000 for simplicity's sake. Your unit size is 2% of your bankroll. Your max play is going to be 5 units, usually no more than 2 or 3, especially during MLB. And you reevaluate on a weekly basis and you adjust accordingly. So if you go up 20%, now you're from 1,000 to 1,200. Now your unit size is still 2%, $24. You're down to 800. Your unit size goes down to $60. Always 2%. First five team total over 2.5. Just threw that on. A unit is 2% of your bankroll, say we. So whatever your unit size is, it's 2% of your bankroll. Your bankroll is money that you never need to touch that's dedicated to sports betting. It's not going to put you out. It's not a huge amount of your net worth or anything like that. Don't be stupid. Just say you had a grand that you're like, I don't need this. I'm never going to touch it. I don't need to withdraw it at any point. That's your unit. That's your bankroll. 1% is fine. That's just a slightly more conservative approach. But the reason for this is you never run out. You always have 2%. You always have 50 units. Anyway, that's most important. I'll say it one last time. If you want all my plays, go to my profile, click the link, get on SoBet. All my plays go out every single day. You can get them sent to you. I get the unit size, the book, everything. And if you just want to support me for all the work I'm doing for you guys, go ahead and do that. But I'm going to hop off here, tail the plays. Follow me here. Follow me on everything. You know the drill. Love all you guys, except for the ones I hate. Cheers.